Welcome to Northfield Shares, an evening of entertainment. My name is Rich Larson. I'm the news director at KYMN Radio.
And I'm Tara Burnt, president of the Northfield Shares Board of Directors.
And we're your co-hosts. Maybe you watched the first Northfield Shares, an evening of entertainment, which was done completely online back in January of 2021 during the pandemic. Or maybe this is your first introduction to Northfield Shares. Either way, we're really glad that you're here. This is a great way for you to learn about Northfield Shares, which is our community foundation.
So Rich and I are here tonight to share with you the impact that Northfield Shares has had on our community. And we're also here for the most important reason, which is to raise funds for Northfield Shares and our operational dollars so that we can continue our work. We're here to celebrate our community.
Exactly right. You'll be hearing from Tara and myself throughout the evening. And hopefully you've got a comfy place on your couch to sit and watch some really great performances. Our talented performers feature some familiar faces, as well as some new folks who have a Northfield connection. We're really grateful to these performers for donating their talents and their time so generously. But you know what? We could talk about it all day long. Let's just get this thing going.
We thought it would be only fitting and appropriate that we kick off our program with the group that performed the finale for the Northfield Shares an Evening of Entertainment online performance back in 2021. So we have our Northfield Youth Choir, and oh my gosh, what a fabulous asset they are to our community. They're just great. They represent students in grades K through 12. They've been in existence since 1986. And these talented young people definitely represent the future of our community.
Indeed.
And we are delighted to have them with us here tonight. As you may recall, the performance that they ended with in 2021 was called Odd a Straw, and it translates to the stars through hardships. And just like today, we're still aiming for the stars, and we are looking ahead. So it's only fitting in this program that the youth choir performs a song titled The Journey. So thank you to Jim and Mary Crow, Bob and Liz Shepley, Michelle and Sean Flannery, Kelly and Ben Webster, and Doug and Jean Parrish for sponsoring this performance.
Wow, what a great way to kick off.
Aren't they great?
They're fantastic. So speaking of youth in the community, we want to give you a little information on one of our grant recipients, Project Friendship. Project Friendship is an important local organization that matches up youth with mentors, people from within the community. Give them some help, give them some guidance. Project Friendship was granted funds from the Bill Clifford Family Legacy Fund, which is managed by Northfield Shares.
Rich, these impact stories that are presented during the program tonight definitely show how Northfield Shares supports all these programs and nonprofits in our community. And we encourage you to check out our website for more information on the various programs and nonprofits that we support.
When you think back about the people who cared for you, who helped you, who believed in you, what would be different now if they had never been in your life?
Project Friendship has been in the Northfield community since 1965. We match kids 2nd through 7th grade with a mentor from St. Olaf Carleton College to help kids build confidence, inspire character, and create connections. Northfield Shares has always been a wonderful supporter for Project Friendship and what we do. We are so grateful for their partnership year after year. Without supporters like Northfield Shares, we couldn't do what we do. Project Friendship matches all kids, regardless of risk factors. All kids deserve a mentor, someone outside of their family supporting them and cheering them on. All youth have felt unloved, unheard, or unconnected. Project Friendship mentors give all kids a voice. Just 7 years ago, Project Friendship had only 66 kids in the program. Today, we're up to 275 and growing rapidly. Parents and kids alike find value in the program, and mentors find a place where they belong as well. Project Friendship is unique in that we match kids with someone that they can identify with, someone that's like them. They share a common interest and background. We want kids to see themselves in their mentor, to inspire them to grow into healthy and thoughtful adults. Without Northfield Shares, we couldn't be able to continue our growth and match all the kids. Project Friendship is run 100% on grants and donations. We would never charge a fee for a friend, and so without the support of foundations like Northfield Shares, we could not exist. This year, Project Friendship's grant funding came from the Bill Clifford Family Legacy Fund. It is through funders like the Clifford family that we're able to continue to make a positive difference in the life of a child right here in the local community. For that, we are so grateful.
It's so great to see the impact that Northfield Shares has had on our community and the local nonprofits. And now it's time for us to introduce you to a local artist, Josh Engen. He performed at our live event and painted a large painting, and then we auctioned it off.
Yeah. Thank you to Jane Hagerty, Bob Thacker, Karen Sherwadek, and Aaron and Kelly Street for sponsoring Josh. Now, although Josh's original painting was auctioned off live during the event, we do have prints available of that amazing, gorgeous painting. They're available in 3 sizes. Those prints would make great Christmas gifts. All the size and pricing details are available on the Northfield Shares website, and a percentage of your purchase is supporting your community foundation. The ordering deadline is November 30th, so don't miss out on your opportunity to own one. We'll be checking back with Josh throughout the night to see the progress he made on that painting, so stay tuned.
Josh's complete bio, along with information on all our performers tonight, can be found at the Northfield Shares website, which is northfieldshares.org. We want to be up front and share with you tonight our goal. And that is, we hope that you come away with more knowledge about Northfield Shares. But most importantly, we are trying to raise $50,000 tonight.
$50,000. And I know we can do this. It's going to take a community-wide effort, but I know we can do this. The support that you lend extends to our nonprofit organizations, projects, programs, which will in turn impact thousands of families in the Northfield School District. Collectively, we can make a difference. And it's so easy to contribute using the links on this this event page or the QR code that you can see right here on your screen.
And what better time to give? We're in the giving season
Indeed.
right now, right? So feel free to go ahead online, make a contribution to our Northfield Foundation. And if you prefer, you can fulfill your commitment with your donor advised fund, or you can also do a required minimum distribution.
For those of you who watched the 2021 edition of this program, you will recognize our next performer. And if you haven't met or seen Ben Wong yet, you're in for a real treat.
And he is so fun to watch.
He's hilarious.
And very entertaining.
He's great. Ben is a Northfield High School graduate who is also involved with the Northfield Arts Guild Young People's Theater. Ben currently acts, writes, and directs in both film and TV. His music video, Mr. Movies, was part of an evening of entertainment in 2021, and he is back to share it with us again.
Hey guys, I'm Ben Wong, Northfield High School alum and currently an actor in film and television. Here's a fun fact. I made my TV debut on Northfield Shares, Evening of Entertainment 2021. I made a video, some of you might know it. It's a music video about Mr. Movies. And if you've seen it, you know that it never should have made it onto television. I'm very thankful that it did, and I will always be proud of it, no matter what my pastor tells me. I'm here to encourage you to support our community foundation. These are the people working behind the scenes with individuals, families, and businesses. They're trying to create a savings account for the community that can be used for generations to come. Northfield Shares helps in matching our donor interests and passions with the needs of the community through philanthropy and collaboration. It's pretty cool. So please, 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 if you have any amount that you can donate, give it. Come on. Come on. Sorry. So please, 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 if you have any amount that you can donate, send it our way and help support your local community. All right, enjoy the rest of the program.
It is a wrap for one of the final video rental stores in the country. Katrina Lim explains the closing of Mr. Movies.
After more than 20 years in business, locally owned Mr. Movies is closing its doors.
It's the end of an era for sure.
Baby, when you were mine, I didn't know what I had. Now that you're gone, I'm oh so sad. Oh, baby, what I'd give just one more time to rent Sleepless in Seattle for $2.99. I was still realize why'd you have to go. I'm so thing about you. I was still realize I loved you so. The years have been hard without you. Why'd you have to go? Oh, why'd you have to go? I miss your weird creamy green. Your lowercase aesthetic, oh so humble. I miss your carpet smelling fairly effete. Elevated televisions playing Garfield to on repeat. That's the tale of two kitties starring Bill Murray. You also had the time game for PlayStation 2. I was still realize why'd you have to go. I'm so thing about you. I was still realize I loved you so. The years have been hard without you. Why'd you have to go? Oh, why'd you have to go? When I was a kid, I moved here from China. I had a tough time fitting in. The other kids would say, hey, do you like Star Wars? And I'd be like, haha, yeah, it's my favorite movie. But I'd be lying. I'd never seen that shit before in my life. One day this cool kid at school named Jacob, who I really wanted to There's 5 movies for $5 for 5 days. And at the time, Revenge of the Sith hadn't come out yet, so that meant I could rent the entire saga thus far.
Mr. Movie! You saved my life! You helped me assimilate into American culture!
How many days did you wear black after the closure of Mr. Movies on November 17th in the winter of 2008? You didn't know that Mr. Movies closed?
Well, I guess I remember that from a dim, distant past.
A dim, distant past?
Well, I went to Echo DVDs because this Bobby, is a really old movie. I couldn't find it nowhere else.
I believe I have probably worn black.
Heather Graham, Anthony Hopkins, Helen Hunt, Lindsay Lohan, William Mason, Demi Moore, Sharon Stone, Elijah Wood. There's a Lawrence Fishburne in it. That's quite a cast.
Of these two Northfield now closed video rental and VCR rental locations, which one is better? Is it A, Mr. Movies, or B, Movie Gallery? Sorry. Movie Gallery.
Huh.
Well, it's okay to cry sometimes, especially when you feel very sad.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Shout out to College City Beverage for sponsoring Ben's performance tonight.
Let's share a bit about the mission of Northfield Shares and what makes this organization unique in the community. Did you know that Northfield Shares is the only nonprofit in the Northfield area that is exclusively focused on building a financial foundation for the Northfield community? Did you know that?
Well, I did, but I did the show 2 years ago too.
True. For those of you that did know that, we act as a collective savings account where we manage donations and charitable gifts for both short and long-term nonprofit support. We keep the community thriving for generations to come. Those charitable funds create annual grants and financial support that are given back to the Northfield area. Here's an easy way to understand how the foundation model works. So let's think for a minute about the perennial seed, and now you'll see that on your screen right now. Think of the seed as your charitable gift to Northfield Shares, and we're going to plant that seed, and which is your investments. And then we're going to tend the seed and watch it grow. We're going to watch those charitable gifts grow. We then get to harvest from that seed, which is the interest that that seed has earned, the charitable gift has earned. And we're going to distribute that out to the community through grants. And your charitable gift is a perennial, it's growing, and it's impacting our community forever.
You're going to hear names like Marston and Dorothy Stone Headley, Ruth Nutting, Bill Clifford, and the Street family. These generous donors have entrusted Northfield Shares with their perennial plant, the plant that will always be cared for through investing, and harvested by ways of grants which go back into our community.
Now let's welcome Ashlyn May. She's a California native who graduated from St. Olaf College in 2022 with a bachelor's degree in music. And she has since been exploring teaching and performing opportunities in the Northfield community. And thank you to Rebound Partners for sponsoring Ashlyn's performance tonight.
Oh,
As many of you may have heard of a longtime Northfield resident and active member, Robert Will. So Bob recently passed away. Robert and Barbara Will believed in the Northfield community and the important work that Northfield Shares contributes to it. So just prior to our live event, we learned from their daughters, Jennifer and Leslie, that they wanted to continue their family's legacy. So as a result, they provided the live event with a $10,000 matching gift challenge. And Rich, we are so happy to share that we met that challenge. It was fantastic and super exciting.
It was really cool. Now I understand that we have another matching gift challenge that's being presented during this online program. Is that right?
We do, Rich. The Street Family Fund that was created by Northfield residents Bernard and Mary Lou Street and it annually grants funds to our nonprofit partners. So their grandson Aaron and his wife Kelly have presented a matching gift challenge with a little bit of a twist. So for every dollar up to $10,000 that's donated to Northfield Shares through this online production, they will match those same dollars towards the Street Family Fund. So in essence, what we're doing is creating a bigger harvest to support our community needs every year.
What a great way to collaboratively support our community, both now and forever.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you to Aaron and Kelly Street for furthering the legacy of Bernie and Mary Lou and the entire Street family. Now let's check in on Josh's progress, and don't forget, you can own a print of this really cool painting.
Wow, watching the painting unfold is really exciting.
Cool.
Isn't that just neat? And yes, don't forget that you can order prints of this painting, and those orders will be due by November 30th, and you can find information and ordering details on the northfieldshares.org webpage.
Now it's time to learn about our nonprofit partner, Clean River Partners. We're going to hear about the important work they're doing in the community with grant funding from the Nutting Beautification Fund, which is managed by Northfield Shares.
Clean River Partners is an environmental nonprofit that builds communities that create and protect watersheds with healthy soils, drinkable groundwater, and clean, fishable, and swimmable rivers, lakes, and streams. Located in Northfield, Minnesota, our focus is on the Cannon River watershed, which includes both the Straight and Cannon rivers. These rivers connect communities like Owatonna, Waseca, Medford, Waterville, Morristown, Faribault, Northfield, Cannon Falls, Red Wing, and Tintawita, also known as the Prairie Island Indian Community. Clean River Partners is proud to be funded by Northfield Shares, our local community foundation. Northfield Shares brings Northfielders together through philanthropy, volunteering, and collaboration. Clean River Partners' relationship with Northfield Shares goes back several years, and to date we've received $28,000 of support through the Nutting Beautification Fund, which was established by Ruth Nutting to enhance the aesthetics of Northfield. And we think a clean riverfront is a pretty important contribution to our beautiful place. As you can see, our organization, Clean River Partners, brings community members together for a beautiful and healthy river. Northfield Shares helps make that vision happen. And it's more than just the dollars. Northfield Shares engages community members to evaluate which projects will be most meaningful and beneficial. Having the endorsement of these community members tells us that we're taking actions that our neighbors value. Northfield Shares amplifies our work to their stakeholders. They promote our volunteer opportunities through their volunteer hub, and they help us think intentionally about how we fit in the broader nonprofit ecosystem in this area. Thank you, Northfield Shares, for supporting Clean River Partners.
Rich, did you know that the Nutting Beautification Fund has done so much that we see every year just walking in downtown Northfield? It's the flowers that are downtown, it's the tables and the umbrellas along the Riverwalk. It's even the children's pollinator gardens and the kiosks up at Riverside Park. And in just 6 short years, the Beautification Fund has given back over $70,000 to local beautification projects and programs right here in our beautiful city of Northfield.
Speaking of beautiful, have you ever heard of Takeo?
No, what is that?
This musical art form has existed for centuries and was first brought to America in 1968. And we are excited to have the student-led Tego drummers from St. Olaf College performing for this program. to Dale and Linda Ness for sponsoring the St. Olaf Taco Drummers. Before we get to our next performer, we want to share an incredible story of sharing time and treasure and talent.
I think you heard me mention earlier the story about Robert and Barb Will. Several years ago, the Wills, working alongside their trusted advisor, they created a fund to mirror their love and commitment for this community. And after a long and storied career teaching economics in Carleton, Bob devoted time to volunteering in the community. And he was quoted as saying, "I felt I owed something to the community I lived in that gave me a good life, that brought up my children, educated my children in the school system. I felt it a duty and a happy duty." So Bob had a goal of quietly supporting and strengthening the beauty and the humanity in Northfield. He served on many boards, and he was a Northfield Shares board member in our foundation's early days. He was also quoted as saying, "There is no better feeling than serving a community. Enjoy it as I have over the years. I did things I never thought I would do in my life." When Bob passed away, Northfield lost an amazing educator, a community member, and volunteer. His daughters, Jennifer and Leslie, continue to support our community in honor of their father, and they too believe in our community foundation, and they invite all of us to do the same.
What an incredible family, and what an amazing legacy they have left. Now we welcome our next performer, Anders Peterson. Anders is a Northfield native and a clarinetist who has achieved tremendous success on an international level. Anders will now perform a clarinet medley for us, sponsored by the Peterson family and friends.
great performance from the evening. It was just fantastic. Remember, you can scan the QR code with your phone to make contributions. Thank you to those of you who have generously donated already. We truly appreciate your support. And thank you to all those who will continue to support Northfield Shares and our work in this community.
Now, speaking of progress, let's take another look and see what Josh is doing with that painting. Rich, I am so disappointed that I missed out on winning the auction for that painting. So I'm definitely one of those who's going to plan on purchasing one of the prints. I am too.
Remember, your orders are due November 30th, and you can order online at northfieldshares.org.
Our next performance is from the Northfield Dance Academy. They'll perform 2 modern dance pieces instructed and choreographed by Daphne McCoy. Thank you to Post Consumer Group and to Dan and Kristen Hummel for sponsoring this performance.
And just a reminder, you can read all the bios about our performers on our website at northfieldshares.org.
They that have power to hurt and will do none, that do not do the thing they most do show, who moving others are themselves as stone, unmoved, cold, and to temptation slow, they rightly do inherit heaven's graces, and husband nature's riches from expense. They are the lords and owners of their faces, others but stewards of their excellence. The summer's flower is to the summer sweet, though to itself it only live and die. But if that flower with base infection meet, the basest weed outbraves his dignity. For sweetest things turn sourest by their deeds. Lilies that fester smell far worse than weeds.
Naiona, boy bedichko Frodo, Hunbatlin.
Daleni vadani.
Si pelianen mi vadna daelin.
Torch and Youth Bank are two programs that have been supported by the Marston and Dorothy Stone Headley Fund, the Bill Clifford Family Legacy Fund, and the Street Family Fund. Let's hear about how these programs are impacting Northfield's youth.
Torch was founded in 2005 to address the gaps in high school completion and post-secondary enrollment that Northfield students experience when race, income, and family background are taken into account. 18 years later, we are continuing our mission to support and empower students in graduating from high school and pursuing future goals, with over 750 students having been through the Torch program. We provide connections to community resources like food, housing, and healthcare, academic advising, tutoring, homework help, and spaces at school where students can develop a sense of belonging, pride in their culture and background, and explore their own identity as well as their interests. Students report that being in Torch helps them stay in school, but not only that, it helps them see peers and adults that believe in them and want them to do their best. Our partnership with Northfield Shares has helped us maintain and increase our staffing levels as student needs increased in the wake of the pandemic. Students love spending time with the adults in Torch, and those caring relationships help students overcome the barriers, both big and small, that can get in the way of their success. Support also helps us get out of the classroom and into the community through college visits, summer enrichment programs, and field trips. We appreciate support from our local community because it reinforces our model of creating a family-like atmosphere. We want Torch students who have historically felt excluded to feel what it's like to be loved and valued as they grow up in this community. Grant funding from the Marston and Dorothy Stone Headley Fund, managed by Northfield Shares, has helped to make that possible.
When I entered high school, I spent much of my first year getting back on my feet after COVID, figuring out high school, and learning what I was passionate about. I found Youth Bank in the spring of that year, and it truly altered my high school career.
We're really excited about the progress that Youth Bank has made here. We are the longest running youth bank in the entire United States, and one of our claims to fame is that we were the first youth bank to give out any grants. So we've been going for about 8 years. We've given out over $164,000 to youth to come up with projects that they think our community needs to make it a better place for they and their peers to grow up. They figure out what the needs are in the community for youth at this time, and then they invite their peers to apply for a grant, to develop a project, to dream about what they could do to make this a better place. And they submit a grant application. Our youth bank members review those applications, they interview potential grantees, and then they come together as a group and they collectively decide how they are going to distribute their money each year.
Joining Youth Bank was out of my comfort zone, and after how I saw rewarding it was, I started looking for more opportunities to try new things and become more active in the school and community. That is how I ended up serving as a youth representative on the Northfield Shares board. I'm so excited to be part of such a great nonprofit organization that has also supported Youth Bank.
Northfield Shares has been instrumental in the growth of Northfield Youth Bank over the years. We have had funding from the Clifford Family Fund, the Street Family Fund, and the Nutting Family Fund over the years.
After Northfield Shares granted money to Youth Bank, I was ecstatic to join the grants committee and bring my knowledge of grant giving to the table. Now as a youth representative, I have a larger reach into the community and have experience that I can now bring back to Youth Bank.
Receiving funds from an organization like Northfield Shares tells the youth of Youth Bank that they are valued and that their opinion matters, and it reinforces that youth do have a say in the community, and that when we involve them, we're going to be a stronger community.
I love these stories. They definitely reinforce how impactful our citizens can be here in the city of Northfield. It's just so fun and exciting to watch these programs. And to think that funds like the Bill Clifford Family Legacy Fund and the Street Family Fund, they'll continue to support programs like these forever. And we are so appreciative of that. So talking about Youth Bank and the Street Family Fund, if you want to step up and help out, please feel free to make your contribution online. Again, we have a matching challenge, and we definitely want to make Aaron and Kelly pay up on this one.
Absolutely. I just want to say, you probably made your donation and you feel really good about it because it felt good to give. Do it again. Feel really good another time too, I promise you.
You can even do it more than twice. We can donate 3, 4.
Keep going. Just keep doing it. As long as it feels good, do it. Yeah, absolutely. So while you're just making your donations, let's see again. Take one more look in and see what's happening with Josh and his painting. Remember, the prints are available for purchase up through November 30th. Next, we'd like to welcome Bale Folklorico. This dance group has been part of the Northfield Arts Guild since 2005 and includes participants ages 5 and up. They study dance from the Bale Folklorico tradition of Mexico and will perform a medley of pieces for us tonight.
La verde cara fresca del río, son mis palomas, tus caseríos. Guadalajara, huele esa pura tierra mojada.
Conservas agua del pozo, en tus mujeres lo más hermoso. Guadalajara, Guadalajara, tienes el alma más mexicana.
Thank you to SMSQ for sponsoring Bale Folklorica. Now we're going to learn a little bit about Health Finders Collaborative and the important work that they are doing in the Northfield community, supported by a grant from the Nutting Family Fund.
Health Finders is community. We're a community health center that believes that health happens out in the community and is much more than just clinical care. Health Finders started in a church basement. Community members coming together to volunteer their expertise and skills and time to help their neighbors be healthy. And this is really why Northfield Shares has been just such a natural partner of ours. Northfield Shares helps mobilize local community resources, the best of what's in Northfield, and applies it to a problem and supports us to do what's right first for our patients and put everything on the table for health, whether that's our medical clinic, dental clinic, behavioral health, mental health, substance use disorder, or wellness. Specifically, this grant has been instrumental in launching our behavioral health programming. With the Nutting Family Fund, we were able to launch mental health care, substance use programs for folks regardless of their insurance status, but also uniquely out in the community. As I said, Health Finders, we believe health is happening all across the community, and we've built programs around that model. So whether that's support groups at the Key, recovery groups at the schools, building a clinic or a Suboxone access point here in Northfield when one didn't exist. It's only because Northfield Shares had the vision and shared our philosophy of bringing communities together for health that we've been able to make these programs and have them be uniquely successful. Because of this original investment, we now have 6 people on the behavioral health team, multiple providers, some of the area's only Latino therapist staff that really meet our patients' needs in the ways that are, and the nuanced ways that are powerful to our patients. Our team is diverse, very reflective of the community that we serve, and we are able to invest in the humans that are behind our mission because of the support from the Northfield Shares.
Now I'd like to introduce you to the Northfield Shares Executive Director, Carrie Carroll. She's going to share a few words with you.
Hi, my name is Carrie Carroll and the Executive Director of Northfield Shares. Rich and Tara, thank you so very much for hosting this event. We were just delighted to have you and grateful for your time and energy. I've been so fulfilled by matching passions and philanthropy with individuals, families, and organizations in town, helping them find their true passion and then finding their calling with philanthropy and charitable intent alongside their trusted advisor. The stories are just remarkable. This town has such a big giving heart. The next chapter for Northfield Shares, I've been telling people, is much like a crock pot. It's a really slow process. The work we do does not happen overnight, but your assistance and fundraising will help us do this work for the long haul. We do one day at a time, one fund at a time, one grant at a time, giving back to all these amazing organizations. And over time, my dream would be that Northfield Shares would be much like the Bridge Square Fountain, a fountain of dollars that can support all the organizations in this town by matching their fundraising efforts. We heard earlier in the program about Robert Will and Barbara Will and their legacy. I would like to repeat what Bob Will says. How will we leave our community? What will our kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, even great-great-great-grandkids who live or come back here to visit, what will they say about our generation? What will they say about all of us and what impact we made in this Northfield community? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your generous hearts, your willingness to participate. Thank you to all of the talent who shared their time and talent with us this evening. Thank you to Rich and Tara again for emceeing, our incredible sponsors, our community partners, our staff, and so many other volunteers that make this come to life. Thank you to Aaron and Kelly Street. Thank you to Jennifer and Leslie Will. Thank you to all of you that have made a gift already to date, either during our live event or even yet this while you're watching this production. Don't be shy. It's always a season of giving, and we would be very appreciative of any support that you give our foundation so that we can do better for the next generations to come. Thank you to all for tuning in when you're watching this production. Thank you for giving us the support to help us create this field. I love the Josh Engen painting because I think it just resonates with the field and planting their crops, taking care of our crops, harvesting the crops in the form of grants, and the generosity that goes alongside with all those. As someone once said, great towns just don't happen. They take work, love, character, community, and yes, they take financial foundation. So please come alongside of us, support Northfield Shares, and enjoy our community today, tomorrow, and forever.
Wow, that was just an amazing piece of art that Josh created for us right in front of us, right before our eyes.
Yes, it's beautiful.
It was great.
Absolutely beautiful.
Josh Engen, thank you for contributing your time and talent. Don't forget to order your prints, folks. They come in 3 different sizes. You have to order by November 30th.
We've come to the final performance of our program, and we'd like to welcome Chad Johnson and Jinty Dutta Acoustic Duo. Chad's a lifelong Northfield resident who has been making music and performing professionally since 2004. Jinty resides in Northfield by way of India, though, and he's an internationally renowned lead guitarist. Thank you to Professional Dental Group for sponsoring Chad and Jinty.
So here's more of a traditional Johnny Cash song you may have heard before. It's called Ring of Fire. Ooh, so pretty thing. It makes a fiery bow desire. Oh, I feel it to ring of fire. Oh, I feel it to a ring of fire. We're down the place where I it burns, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet, sweet hearts like ours to me. Feel boy like a child. Oh, but the fire in the wild. Oh, I fell into a ring of fire. We're down the place where it burns, the ring of fire, the ring held into a burning ring of fire. We're down, 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 the place we're high. It burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Oh, I held into a burning ring of fire. We're down, 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 the place we're high. It burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. I'm gonna keep believing in this house we've been building. The love that we make it is our hearts with healing. Cause I know what I'm made for, in the place where I belong. Every moment brings me closer to home. Brick by brick, bow by bow, better than the day before. Brick by brick, bow by bow, every day love. Gonna keep dreaming, each head riding alone, but chapter by chapter, verse by verse, and lying under that old door, the guitar picking the notes that we wrote. You'll be ice cream in my eye. You'll be the flow. Brick by brick, bow by bow, better than the day before. Brick by brick, bow by bow, every day love. Yours where lay my head, all my dreams wrapped with you in this bed. You say I'm life's biggest surprise. I see likewise. Brick by brick, bow by bow, better than the day before. Brick by brick, bow by bow, every day love you more. Brick by brick, bow by bow, better than the day before. Brick by brick, bow by bow, every day love you more. 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 What do you say, gente?
We do have one more exciting announcement. Back in 2019, Northfield Shares sponsored one of the most remarkable events I have ever seen. Northfield Shares a dinner, which was set up on Division Street for thousands of people to sit down and share a meal. Well, in 2024, folks, that event is coming back. So you're going to want to watch your emails. Keep an eye out on the Northfield Shares website. Watch for news reports because that's coming and you're not going to want to miss that.
That'll be a fun and exciting event, so looking forward to that.
Well, it pains me to say this, but we're at the end of this imaginative, creative, and celebratory event.
What an exciting event. I don't like to see it end either.
No,
It's
me
just been
either.
fantastic. We've had so much music, dance, storytelling, impact stories, and I think most of all, it's just been the willingness of our community to step up and support Northfield Shares, our community foundation.
Exactly right. We have so much to be thankful for as members of the Northfield community. It's been a pleasure to join Northfield Shares in presenting this evening of entertainment. We could not have done this without our musicians, our artists, our performers, our dancers, the community impact storytellers, the Northfield Shares staff, the board, and the community members who worked on this event. Thank you all so much for the work you put into this.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, and thank you so much for your generosity. It has truly been a pleasure for Rich and I to be a part of this event and to share the excitement in the Northfield community and their support for Northfield Shares.